You've been conditioned to believe that rest equals weakness, that slowing down means you are falling behind. But here's the uncomfortable truth: burnout isn't proof of dedication, it is proof of poor strategy. If exhaustion made people successful, the most tired people on the planet would be winning. But they are not. They are just surviving. This isn't a message about taking it easy. It is about understanding how performance actually works. Because rest isn't a break from progress, it is part of the process. We live in a world addicted to hustle. Early mornings are flexes, late nights are trophies. Burnout is worn like a badge of honor, but nobody talks about the cost: brain fog, emotional numbness, poor decisions, short tempers, fading creativity. You are not lazy, you are overloaded, and no system, biological or mechanical, functions well without recovery. You push harder, you add more hours, you drink more caffeine, you sacrifice sleep, yet your output drops. That is not a motivation problem, that is a recovery deficit. Your nervous system was never designed for constant stimulation. It needs pauses to recalibrate, silence to reorganize, stillness to sharpen. This is where burnout recovery begins, not with quitting, but with resetting. Every elite performer understands this cycle: stress, recovery, growth. Remove recovery and growth disappears. What remains is wear and tear. Muscles don't grow during training, they grow during rest, and your mind works the same way. Insight doesn't arrive while forcing, it arrives while releasing. But not all rest restores. Lying in bed scrolling endlessly isn't recovery. Binge watching without intention isn't rest, that's escapism. Real recovery is deliberate. Proper sleep, quiet moments without stimulation, walking without headphones, breathing without urgency, being present without the pressure to perform. That is where clarity returns. That is where power rebuilds. Most people rest only when they collapse. High performers rest before they break. They don't treat rest as a reward for exhaustion. They use it as a strategy for sustainability. That is real productivity. Doing less with more impact. Protecting energy instead of burning it. Building stamina instead of chasing adrenaline. Rest isn't laziness, it's maintenance for excellence. If you want to reset, start here. Schedule rest like work, because if it is optional, it won't happen. Sleep without guilt. Your brain repairs itself there. Stop glorifying exhaustion. It isn't ambition. Pull back before burnout forces you to. You don't need to prove your worth through suffering. You don't need to earn rest by breaking yourself. Strong people don't run themselves into the ground. They manage energy like an asset, because longevity always beats intensity. If your life feels heavy, if your mind feels dull, if your motivation feels forced, you don't need more pressure. You need recovery. Pausing isn't quitting. Stillness isn't failure. Recovery fuels power. If this perspective helped you rethink wellness and productivity, subscribe to @StoreDapia. We don't glorify hustle here. We build sustainable strength. Rest smart, reset strong, rise ready.